2023 Tech Aloud SAC question number 5, where at the end of question 5 we have this exploration of the quadratic which has a restricted domain and its inverse, and we're looking at the intersection points and then the values of b that give 2, 1 and no intersection points. So when I put the quadratic equal to x, I get these expressions for my intersection points. So I get x equaling b plus a half minus the square root of 4b plus 9 on 2, continuing to give us our complete set. You'll notice that in each of these we have a discriminant that is 4b plus 9. And when I set that equal to 0, I get b equaling negative 9 on 4 or negative 2.25. So that's an important point, because when b is equal to negative 2.25, we get the border between these answers. So I've copied these and I'm going over to graphs and tables and I've pasted them in here. And then I'm going to have a little look, and I'd like to place this at negative 2.25 because that's the point where the discriminant is going to be equal to 0. So I'm going to start it at that point, and analysis to solve intersection, lo and behold, I get 1. So for one intersection point, b equals negative 2.25. If I make b smaller than that value, then the two curves get further and further and further and further apart, and I'd have no intersection point. So I'm going to have no intersection point when b is smaller than negative 2.25. Okay, so I go back to 2.25. Okay, so that's where it's touching. If I come to say negative 2.22, I get 2 intersection points. As I make b get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, I still have 2 intersection points. As I make it bigger and bigger and bigger again, approaching negative 2, so negative 2.01, I get negative 2, analysis G solve intersection, I get 1 there, and I get 1 there, so I get 2. But when I get bigger than negative 2, I then only have 1. So remember, I'm only looking at this right-hand side of the parabola. So for 2 intersection points, for 1 intersection point, it's at that, and also when b is bigger than negative 2. But when it's between negative 2 and negative 2.25, that's when b gives me 2 intersection points, and I have to equal negative 2. So be really, really careful that I get 1 when it's equal to this, and then bigger than negative 2.